Hello and welcome to Math World. Today we're going to talk about integers. What is an integer? An integer is just a fancy math word for a positive or negative whole number. Again, a positive or negative whole number. So these are most commonly seen on the number line. Everyone hopefully has seen a number line before. If you're going to work with integers, we're going to be adding them. You can make a number line and do things that kind of hop on the number line. So say 5 plus negative 3, you could start at 5 and hop negative backwards 3. 1, 2, 3. And you would land at the answer 2. However, that only works for small numbers. What if we had big numbers like negative 72 plus 53? We're not going to sit here and hop on a number line. So we need to think of a different way. The way I like to think about integers is as they're like two rival clans fighting each other. So let's think about it that way. What if you had this one clan of positives? They can have a cool name like the Pelicans or something. I don't know. They're positive. Here they all are. They are positive signs. And then you have this other clan. They are the negatives. The Nighthawks or Nightwings or something. Alright, so we got the negatives. Alright, so we have our negatives over here. Alright, now the way this works is when these two clans battle, it's like a little battle between the two of them, they will cancel each other out 1 to 1. So for every positive, we cancel out a negative. For every one positive, we cancel out a negative. Every one negative and one positive cancels out. They keep battling this way 1 to 1. Until finally, 1 to 1, there's a winner. It looks like the negatives are going to win this one. Positives gone 1 and another negative. So, who won? The negatives won. And it looks like the negatives won by 5. There's 5 of them left. Let's see what that looked like with some numbers. How many positives did we start out with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 positives. And we also had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 negatives. 12 negatives. We use the addition sign because this is one giant battle. They're all together now. And again, when we removed one positive to one negative, negatives win by 5. So what's your answer here? 7 plus negative 12? The answer is negative 5. This is how it works when there's different signs. Positive versus negative. Positive versus negative. You find out who won and by how much. Now, if they're the same sign, let's say that we had 7 plus 12, well, you really don't even need any integer rules for that. You know that 7 plus 12, two positives make more positive. This would just be 7 plus 12, 19. This would be like if there was not two clans, there was just one clan of positives and there's just a whole lot of them. 7 of them, and then you add another 12. I could sit here and make 19 of these things, but it'll take a while. We could also have the exact same thing if there was two negative numbers. Negative 7 plus negative 12. Negative 7 plus negative 12, well, they're on the same team. They're on the same team, so they combine and make negative 19. Negatives added together make more negative. positives added together make more positive. Different signs battle, and we see who wins by how much. Now a word from our sponsor, Papercut Games. Hello, Mr. Bigsby from Papercut Games, here to do a game review. The first game I want to review is Stratego. This is one of my favorite games. This is an older version of the game, the classic version, but Stratego is one of my favorites because it's just a one-on-one hidden information war game. You get a board like this, and it's like chess where each person gets to start on a different side and they kind of go at each other to fight. But you have these little pieces that have different values from 1 to 9. And the best part about the game is you set all the pieces up on the board, but you do not show your opponent what I have or what you have. So they actually won't get to see what this little guy is until I come at you and I attack, and then both players say what number they have, and whoever has in the original version the lowest number wins. And so it's kind of fun because you're running around like chess, running into each other, but you never know really what the opponent will have. Really fun game. They also have it online. You can get it online and play people from your computer, or you can go to Amazon and buy the game for $20. Check it out. It's really cool. Now, back to Math World. Alright, so let's look at a couple of examples with big numbers. 52 plus 71. Both positive means same team. Add and keep the sign. 52 plus 71, 123. Alright, what about negative 17 plus negative 91? Again, same team. Negative, negative. Add them and keep the sign. 91 plus 17, 108. And the answer stays negative since everyone's a negative, stays negative. Lastly, when we have different teams, negative 62 plus positive 41. Who wins? More negatives or more positives? The negatives win. The negatives win, so we're going to have a negative answer. And how much do they win by? Well, if we canceled out 41 of these 62 negatives, we would have the difference of 21. Negative 21 would be the answer. 62 minus 41. Negatives win by 21. Integers, positive and negative whole numbers, are seen on a number line, but in real life you see them usually below ground. So if we had this ground here, and maybe there were some buildings or some houses, you could think of ground level as 0. Everything that's below ground, or below the sea level even, would be negative numbers. They all live underground. Things up high are positive, things down low, negative. So really the number line should be up and down. That would make an even better number line, with the positive numbers up top, negative numbers at the bottom. Well, that's it. See you in class.